In our last episode, we got the sad news that my dad's health had taken a turn for the worse, which prompted us to do some solo sailing practice in anticipation that Tim would be on his own at some point in the near future. In this episode, we explore the islands and celebrate Christmas with our buddy boat, Lost Pearl, and then I head to Maryland. Welcome to G&T Sailing. If you're new here, I'm Gretchen, and this is Tim. We've spent the last 2 years refitting Felicita, our Catalina 42, and have finally launched our sailing dream. We don't care where we go, we just care that we go, and we're glad you're coming along for the ride. So Tim and I have created a little pastime that is called the float back. So we dinghy to windward, and then right before we ground the dinghy, we turn the motor off and blow back to the boat with the wind. It's quite nice. It's very peaceful. How do you like float back?
Oh, it's awesome. I love to sit still and do nothing and just listen to the water slap against the dinghy. The serenity of it all is what I love. It's so peaceful. No TV, no notifications on your phone, no nothing. It's all just serenity.
It's real quality time for the two of us.
Yeah. We still have our clothes on though.
Oh.
It's a beautiful day though. Gotta give you that.
We're not using gas.
Not passing gas either. So we got that going for us, which is nice.
He is ridiculous. We're gonna model for my friend Hillary. She was asking what she should pack, so I'm showing her. It's happy hour, maybe an hour and a half to sundown. So
it's freezing, Hillary.
Shorts.
I have a long sleeve
Sweatshirt.
shirt on and socks today. It's really cold.
I only just put on a hoodie just a few moments ago, only because I know I'm going back in the dark. But right now it's not really quite hoodie weather. So.
And we have this lovely enclosure that, makes it warm and toasty.
Yes.
So, those are some thoughts. So, now it is official. We know for sure that I'm leaving. It is Thursday before Christmas. So, we're going to get through the weekend celebrating Christmas together here on Felicita. And then the day after Christmas, the 26th, I will fly to Washington, D.C. Tim solo sailing continues. Weighing anchor from Ensenada de Raza.
Yeah.
And we're heading to Caleta Partida for a couple days. So be. How many crew do you need?
0. Great day of sailing, but no fish.
Anno pulled in right behind us, and then we were all treated to this amazing sunset.
I do some of my best work in my pajamas. Just tighten up that leech that we've been wanting to do for a while. Thanks, honey.
We're going to find sea caves. We are between two islands, Isla Espiritu Santo and Partida. And the reason these are two islands is there's this little cut between the two islands that we can go through and get to the other side. And supposedly there are sea caves. So, this is a typical fish camp. So we think the sea caves are 2 miles down when we looked at the chart. And we're going probably 3 miles an hour. We have that much fuel and that's full.
What do you think?
Might be where those, that next point is. I don't know. I really just don't know how far to go. Right? I mean, in the guidebook, it just had like
an arrow. Yeah, and we were just saying, even if we found them, there's no way we'd want to go up in there.
no, true, right?
It's pretty. Want to go a little further to that point?
This was closer one here?
Yeah, just like even with it.
Okay. Let's see if I can find something up there.
Are there caves in those rock walls?
Maybe it's like, you know, like tucked up in there. We weren't sure if we found the sea caves, but the sea state was building, so it was definitely time to turn back. The seas are building a little. You can see Ano, and then you can't see Ano.
Back at work.
No.
You don't mind being retired?
Not at all.
Retirement looks good on both of you.
No, not really. 11:36 now.
Well, I'm gonna make chili verde tonight.
Green chili.
Yep. My first pressure cooker recipe.
Your first ever?
Well, I made risotto when I bought it at home in the apartment.
Yeah.
That was the only thing I've ever made in it. Wow.
You really bled that puppy dry.
A pressure cooker meal. It's called pressure cooker pork chili verde recipe. Pork chili verde. And then it's been cooking for 30 minutes, so I'm going to turn the heat off. And then I am going to release the pressure. I believe is this. I'm going to let that come down a little bit. It twists, but I'm not sure which way it twists. Are you filming this?
Yeah, it might be good.
You'll edit
good
out,
action shot.
You'll edit out the bad stuff, don't you?
Well, if it explodes it, I'm not editing that out. That's like...
It's a blooper reel.
Must-see TV. How many times have you used the pressure cooker?
Twice. This is my second time. Well, you know, this is kind of stupid, but one thing I didn't realize about pressure cookers is they reduce the time, like a quarter of the time it takes to cook some things. So we use a lot less propane. I can see now why pressure cookers are popular on boats. I think you have to let it release until that red valve goes down, and then that will open.
We have our hors d'oeuvres ready for when our friend Ono gets here. We're having brie crackers and cashews. I almost said chestnuts. It is the Christmas Eve. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Oh, that's how you release it right there. Low, high, and release.
Reading.
And that red thing, I think, has to go down.
Before you open the lid.
Yep.
Oh my God, we would have been here forever. It would have been like 8 o'clock.
Chili pork, what do they call it? Pork chili verde?
Yeah, chili verde.
So here's the finished product after we did the pressure cooker. What's on the menu for Christmas dinner?
Arroz con pollo.
What's in it?
Some very good seasoned chicken sauteed, and then onion, red and green bell pepper, garlic, rice, tomato sauce, chicken stock. Just throw it all in a pot, cook it up. Good dish.
Do we have any guests coming?
Our boat partner, Ano, on his way right now.
Ano borrowed parchment paper yesterday, which bodes well for baked goods. Oh, he comes bearing gifts. Hola. Oh, careful. Oh, don't drop the whatever beautiful thing this is. Yum.
So yeah, that can go either in the refrigerator.
Merry Christmas. Very nice. So Ano asked us what we wanted, what he should bring for our Christmas Eve dinner, and he's a professional baker. So we just said, oh, he just said was, but he still is. Once a professional baker, ever, always a professional baker. Am I right? So we said, bake us something. And so
This is what we got.
So it's a 4-layer chocolate cake. The in between the layers is some like a raspberry preserves, and then also soaked with rum for each layer, and then a chocolate ganache poured over top.
Man, so
it's
good.
terrible.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't like it.
No.
You would. You're. It's okay that you're not here.
So good.
Merry Christmas! Little Christmas sale. We're leaving Caleta Partida and headed back to La Paz to anchor, and then I'm headed to Maryland tomorrow. Okay, now what's the update on the wind and our sails? And we're the only ones out here today. Probably the port is closed, which means we can go in, but people can't leave. And it's Christmas Day, so everybody's kind of where they're going to be for the day anyway. So we've got the whole bay to ourselves. It's quite lovely. It was a sporty sail back to La Paz, which was good as it kept my head in the boat until it was time for me to leave the next morning for Maryland. I took the shuttle from La Paz to Cabo and then flew from Cabo to Washington, D.C. with a stop in Atlanta. My dad, who's the reason I'm a sailor, has been battling cancer for the last couple of years and was recently told it was time to consider hospice. His wish was to go to Colorado to be near family for whatever time he has left, so it's my job to head to Maryland and clear out his boat, which he lived on until the paramedics carried him off a few weeks ago. Dad loved this little cove. His little ducky friends. He lived here a long time. And then we flew from Washington, D.C. to Denver on what we knew was our last adventure together. I stayed in Colorado for 10 days, leaving him in the capable hands of my big sister, and returned home to Felicita. When Dad was told there was no more treatment, he quickly got to the business of dying. He told us he wanted it to be fast and comfortable, and his passing was both of those things. Thanks to Starlink and Zoom, I was able to be in the room, so to speak, his entire last day, and was there with my sister when he took his last breath. This cruising life is a deeply personal and somewhat selfish pursuit. The reality is that being located in far-flung places with responsibilities to your mate, your boat, and yourself, it likely means there will be moments at home that you miss. It's a sacrifice you make in order to follow your dreams, and it's a sacrifice your loved ones are asked to make when you set off. Fortunately for me, in this situation, it was my dad who introduced me to the wonders of being a live-aboard sailor. And because we spent so many hours together under sail, nothing important went unsaid. So now Tim and I carry on doing the thing that my dad partially started, and I'll never stand watch alone again. Join us next time as a best friend from home joins the crew, bringing lots of laughter and fun. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe so you catch all the episodes of our first season cruising in Mexico, and head over to Instagram for real-time updates. Check out our tracker and more details about our cruising life at gntsailing.com. We'll catch you next time.
Mexico is Sexico!